The Battle of France began not with a whisper, but with a thunderous roar on May 10, 1940, as German forces stormed across the borders of France, Belgium, the Netherlands, and Luxembourg. The world watched in stunned silence as the carefully laid plans of the Allies unraveled in the face of an audacious strategy, the Manstein Plan. This wasn't just another invasion, it was a masterstroke of deception and speed, a bold gamble through the dense Ardennes forest, a place the Allies had dismissed as impassable. The Germans, however, saw it as their gateway to victory. The German forces were split into three relentless waves. Army Group A, the spearhead of the Manstein Plan, surging forward with armored might. Army Group B, pressing through the Low Countries, and Army Group C, holding the line. Each had a role, each had a target, and together they formed an unstoppable force. The Battle of Sedan became the turning point, a brutal three-day struggle where German troops smashed through French defenses, crossing the Meuse River and shattering the illusion of safety. The Allies, caught off guard, scrambled to respond, but the damage was done. The British Expeditionary Force and their French allies found themselves trapped, their retreat cut off by the relentless German advance. Desperation set in as the noose tightened, leading to one of the most dramatic rescues in military history, Operation Dynamo. For 9 harrowing days, over 338,000 soldiers were plucked from the beaches of Dunkirk, a miracle of survival amid the chaos of defeat. But the reprieve was short-lived. On June 22, 1940, France, broken and battered, signed an armistice with Germany, a bitter surrender that split the nation in two. One zone under German occupation, the other under the collaborationist Vichy regime. The fall of France sent shockwaves across the globe. The Battle of Britain loomed on the horizon, a direct consequence of Germany's triumph as the Luftwaffe turned its sights on the skies over England. Yet even in the darkest hour, resistance stirred. The Maquis, the French resistance, began to take shape, a flicker of defiance against the shadow of occupation. The Battle of France had lasted a mere 46 days, but its impact would echo for years. Germany's victory was built on the back of Blitzkrieg, lightning war, a relentless combination of speed, surprise, and overwhelming force. The Maginot Line, France's Great Wall of Defense, stood as a silent testament to miscalculation, bypassed and rendered useless. The Germans, though outnumbered, fought with a ferocity that turned the tide. Airborne forces played their part, seizing key points with precision, while the French Air Force, once proud, was decimated, losing over 200 aircraft in the struggle. There were moments of hope, like the Battle of Arras, where British tanks struck back, inflicting heavy losses and forcing a temporary halt to the German advance. But the respite was fleeting. The Vichy regime rose from the ashes of defeat, a government that would collaborate with the very forces that had crushed its nation. The cost of the battle was staggering, thousands of tanks and artillery pieces lost, resources seized, and a nation left in ruins. The surrender itself was a cruel twist of history, signed in the same railway carriage where Germany had conceded defeat in 1918. The world watched, stunned as France fell, and the lessons of air power were etched into the annals of warfare. The Luftwaffe had proven its dominance, reshaping the future of combat. The fall of France didn't just redraw maps, it reshaped politics, forcing the resignation of Neville Chamberlain and propelling Winston Churchill into the spotlight. The consequences stretched far beyond Europe. The rapid collapse of France sent shockwaves through the Allied powers, forcing a reckoning with their own strategies. And as Germany turned its gaze eastward, the Battle of France set the stage for the next catastrophic chapter, the invasion of the Soviet Union. The resources seized, the confidence gained, all fed into Hitler's next gamble. The Battle of France was more than a military campaign. It was a lesson in strategy, a testament to the power of innovation, and a stark reminder of the cost of complacency. The echoes of those 46 days still resonate, a pivotal moment where the fate of nations hung in the balance. Subscribe for more insights into the battles that shaped our world.